The morning after, we're back. Day 2 of the first week of morning after shows. This is going to be an interesting one. Monday we had a nice full weekend action to discuss. This one's last night's slate was a little meager, but we do have some freaking amazing games to look forward to tonight. Dion, how was your Monday, man?
It was good. How do you know that this went live, by the way? Zoom does the Siri lets me know she's recording and thing. How do I know? Because I was looking at my phone and I just hear day 2. So how do I know
Yeah,
that this is live?
it's pretty intimidating because they don't do like a countdown. You just click it and then it just like buffers and then the live shows up in the top left with the
Got it.
counter and then you're just in there.
Probably should have my mic in front of me. I feel like that would probably help too.
No countdowns in the StreamYard verse. That's why we're a Zoom channel. We love a countdown. Oh, but yeah,
Good
it's
morning, Pickle Rick. Good morning, Scare Time Studios. How we doing, boys?
yeah, see,
He said your intro is always cut off because you start talking before it's live.
which is crazy because in the top left it literally says live, and then I wait till it says 1 second and it's counting down, and they're just lying to me. They're playing on my name over here.
Who's lying to
But
you?
StreamYard.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Not Rickest. Rickest would never lie. He's the absolute goat.
Well, I just had to make sure. I had to make sure.
And G is in the chat, which is funny because G and Cart were in the chat yesterday, and then I hit them and was like, "How'd y'all think that went?" And they were like, "I don't know. Haven't watched the full thing."
They were kind of busy. I mean, you should know that. You're the one that edited all the videos.
Hey man, listen.
They were just a little busy yesterday.
Listen, if they can watch the Purdue and Detroit Lions game while recording a full episode, they can have the morning after on in the background.
Is a running point today or tomorrow?
Let me see. Hold up. Greg said yesterday. Let me make sure I have this right.
That's a
I don't
good
want to
point,
lie.
G. That's a good point.
Don't want to lie to the people. Well, that's because you've only been here for the first 3 minutes of the show. That's why you haven't heard any hoops being discussed. I think G said Wednesday. I'm pretty sure.
Wednesday? Okay.
So I will tell you, it is absolutely going to be an electric episode. Just know that. But all right, Dion, this is even though the slate was meager last night, this was a big night for you because the Fighting Will Wades were in action against VCU, and it was a great game. And shout out to Cart, man. Trey Holloman with a masterclass. 25. Darion Williams continues to be Darion Williams, and he's shooting 62% on 5 3-point attempts per game, which is genuinely insane. What are your thoughts on Will Wade's Wolfpack?
I mean, they didn't cover the spread, so that's for the first thing first. Good teams win, great teams cover. They're a good team, I guess. No, I like NC State. I think the ACC is really good. Like that. That's probably my biggest takeaway. If NC State's like you got Duke, North Carolina, Louisville, Neo. So like your fourth or fifth best team, or in Neo's case, your fourth or fifth best player. Like I think that's a really good conference. I thought Trey Holloman was really good. Michigan State could use him, especially
Yeah, I feel like the most impressive thing to me was that McNeil is a 20-point per game scorer for them and threw up a 0, and they were still able to win by 6. That's pretty impressive because most teams in college basketball, I feel like when a 20-point per game scorer puts up a 0, they're probably going to lose.
I don't. You said he was a 20-point per game scorer.
I'm pretty sure he was averaging like 20.3 before this game, which is crazy.
All right. I mean, they got Darion Williams still, so like I feel like most teams when they have a 20-point per game scorer who doesn't score, they don't have another like 25-point per game scorer on the roster too.
Yeah, that's true. Darion Williams. All right, this is
Did
I
you
would
turn off your
say,
Bluetooth, by the way?
oh yeah, I did.
Just make sure.
Shout out Rickus Morty's. Also, I will answer what I had for lunch after we talk hoops because our bosses demand hoops talk.
Have
Rickus.
you already had lunch?
No, Rick is. Can I call him Rick or do I have to throw in the ist?
I call him Pickle Rick.
All right, Pickle Rick. That's what we're going with. Asked what I had for lunch yesterday, and I will answer. Oh, Greg said, "No, we need lunch now." All right, then I'll gladly oblige. Lunch yesterday. I did a little. I did a little breakfast for lunch type of vibe. So I had some eggs, egg whites, 3 pieces of turkey bacon, some protein pancakes, and an
What does that
Oikos
mean? What's
protein yogurt.
It's a protein pancake. What does that entail?
It's just a pancake, but with protein powder.
Got it. That's like the weird working out stuff.
Like the weird working out stuff.
Yeah, like everybody that works out like does like weird stuff. Like there's like 1 or 2 things that every single like gym person does where it's just like you don't need to do that. Protein pancakes is right at the top of that list.
Not because you gotta hit your protein, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got to. I mean, I understand as a guy who lives off of goldfish and PB and J's, that's hard for you guys.
Well, I mean, I just don't eat lunch. Like that's the easier thing to do.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just not good. That's not a good. See, the problem with sleepers is that this is not a food friendly environment. We do not eat besides me.
Got it. Yeah.
That's just an objective fact.
Yeah, that part's true. I thought the not eating thing was a Greg bit. I mean, lunch is crazy, Curtis. Like lunch is unnecessary.
I will say though, like just so everyone knows, the not eating thing is not a bit. Like Dion and Greg do not eat. This is not a bit.
If you like don't eat all day, that means you can eat whatever you want for dinner and not gain weight. That's the way I look at it. So it's like you skip breakfast, you skip lunch, Jack in the Box for dinner is still in play.
Yeah. Shout out to you though, because the one time you did get breakfast, you threw me a bagel, so that was very clutch of you.
For sure, you got to make sure everybody eats around you.
Yeah, that's true. Can't be eaten in solidarity.
Breakfast is not valid. Breakfast is like if you're gonna have a meal, breakfast has to be the one.
I also think breakfast food is just elite. Like just the best types of food. At Scare Time Studios, back with another $4.99 donation. What a legend. Who is your favorite player to watch in each major conference? Determine how many conferences you want to pick from. So I guess we could go like all the power conferences.
First off, I want to let Scare Time Studios, we can't determine how many conferences we want to pick from because you said each major. And this is the program of the people, so we're going to pick from each major conference.
Oh, Red Bull counts.
Red Bull it definitely does count as breakfast, by the way.
Also, saying I'm bluffing and Cart doesn't miss a meal is crazy. Absolutely nasty work.
Ulamon said he got Subway the other day and they gave him a foot long instead of a 6-inch. Pause.
Oh, okay. All right, let's start in the ACC since that's where we were at. For me, I'm not even just saying this because he is on UNC. I just love watching Caleb Wilson hoop.
ACC's Neo. Like, let's just be honest with ourselves.
Yeah. Man, I should have said that as a
it's like, I guess Caleb Wilson and Cam are the easy answers. Michael too. Neo, or honestly, Kion Anthony's been really fun too.
Yeah. It's like the nostalgia you get with watching Kion Anthony too in a Syracuse jersey. It's like, it's sick.
He's like Melo if Melo skipped breakfast and lunch.
Facts. He's Sleeper's dietitian.
Yeah.
Melo.
If we were in charge of Melo's like nutrition, that's what Kion Anthony is.
All right, let's move to the Big Ten since it says a Big Ten program. Who is your favorite player in the Big Ten?
Braden?
Yeah. I mean, all right, let's honestly change the prompt on that because
Baby Merck.
Yeah, see, Braden is like hashtag our guy. So if it's not Braden, I'm not gonna lie, it's Merkovich for me too. That dude is an absolute demon.
Nah, it's definitely Merc. It's definitely Merc.
All right, Big East. For me,
None of them.
it would have been Braylon Mullins. I need him back.
Now, the best part about the Big East is when the games end.
Crazy work from you. Big 12.
Devonta. Yeah, Devonta. No. Kingston Flemings.
That's a fire answer. Honestly, oh God, the Big 12 is kind of hard. I mean, because DeBonta, it's kind of like you said about the ACC. DeBonta is kind of the obvious choice, but I'm gonna go Christian Anderson.
Was it best or most fun?
I think it was just our favorite.
Favorite to watch. Yeah, Toppin's not my favorite to watch, Wig. Like, he might be the best player in the conference, but like, I'm good off like the post up stuff. I don't need to watch that.
I'm gonna say Christian Anderson. I like watching Christian Anderson hoop. SEC final one.
Favorite player to watch in the SEC? A Cuff, and it's not close.
Yeah. I like A Cup. Yeah, shout out P, man. The only hater. What a throwback. You know about that, you're a real one.
No one knows about it. No one knows about it.
God, dude, the SEC, that's a tough one. I mean, I like watching Phylon.
Yeah, I'm anti-Bama, but I think that's a good answer though.
Yeah, I'll go with Phylon. All right, well, we
got to get JK out to California for a month for a continuous day in the life. So do you think that would break the internet? Let's get one thing clear. JK wouldn't record any of it, so we would have no idea, just like the Final Four.
Not true. Crazy. Crazy work. I mean, I would like to come out to California, but I never know if
you could stay in the guest room anytime you want.
Open invite. That we'll make the plans. Morning after live from Dion's crib would be generational. One camera.
Draymond Green just got a warning because he pulled up on a fan.
Yeah, that was
What are we talking about?
I'm not gonna lie, that the Angel Reese thing was interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on his reasoning. I think the reasoning is crazy, but like, you got a warning because someone was like being crazy to you is insane.
Also, that fan being like 6'8" is wild.
Yeah, fan was tough. Koi says he's in Oakland right now. I'm gonna hit you with the taco spot to go to. It'll change your life.
You have a taco spot?
I gotta find the name of it, but I'll text it to him or DM in the Discord.
This is a great question. How many videos am I not doing right now? So, fun fact, the only reason that this time slot was picked is because I don't get the first videos till like 10:45, 11. So, as it stands right now, none. But if we go like 50 minutes, then probably a couple.
You guys can do the math on how long it takes him from when he receives the video to when it gets on the channel.
Depends on how long it is. It really does. I'm not gonna lie, that the Michigan recaps and stuff that are like 55 minutes, let's take a bit. But like the 10-minute shorts, easy money. All right. Dion, tonight, big night in hoops. Champions Classic. Duke, Kansas, with what they're saying will probably be no Darren Peterson. Based on Bill Self's interesting comments, which we'll get into, and Kentucky, Michigan State, which obviously if Darren Peterson's not playing, this is the better of the two games. We got to start at the top with the Kansas stuff, man. Bill Self saying that it's pretty much only Melvin Council and Trey White can maybe initiate a little bit of offense. That just seems crazy to me. What do you make of a coach saying that?
Yeah, that one's going to get ugly, man. If there's no Darren Peterson, Duke's going to win by like 30. Unfortunately, I think both these games aren't going to be the most fun. I can't remember what the Champions Classic was like last year, but I feel like we've had kind of a run of just like not the most fun games in the Champions Classic. I think it's going to carry over to this one. No Darren Peterson. Duke has too much. Honestly, with Darren Peterson, by the way, I want to say the spread was at like 10.5 or 11. I'm still taking Duke. Duke has a million dudes they can throw at Darren Peterson, and they just don't have to worry about anybody else on the court. Kansas has to worry about the whole Duke roster. So I was high on this Kansas team. I was wrong. I was wrong. I also just don't know that Darren Peterson likes basketball.
Yeah. And I mean, without who, like, I understand a coach saying it is crazy, but like with no Darren Peterson, where does the offense come? Like, where does the creation come from? Like, I mean, that it's just, it's not like, Flory's supposed to be the second guy. Well, one, he's not a creator. Two, it's not like it's going to be easy down there against Duke's front court. So, like, that's going to be a problem. And then, I mean, gosh, I don't think they have anything for like Evans, Sarr. It's going to be, I think this is going to be ugly. Like, it's probably, I don't think if it stays at 10.5, like, I don't see how you could not take Duke to cover the spread.
Coy asked, is Self just going to be done after the season? Absolutely not. I've been saying it. Well, I haven't been saying it, but like I've had the working theory since they got Tay Kinney that they were in on Tyron Stokes more than anybody realized. I still think Kentucky's the favorite, but I think Self is going to have a recruiting class that he can't like run away from. And then you also probably bring back Flory. So I think if you combine everything, like it's one of those situations where Self probably wants to be done. But if you have one of the 3 to 4 best recruiting classes in the country, you coach again.
Yeah, and
John said, "Love the show. Keep up the good work, boys."
Absolutely, John. John Slate. Listen, man. Getting the paid dono comments is absolutely special. Because the fact that you guys think Dion and I are worth that bread is a great feeling. It's probably more Dion than me though, because he's got the fans, man. He's got the build up.
It's a team effort, JK. We're also never going to see that money.
Who is that dude on the left? Well, the real dude on the left is Dion, but
yeah, how do you flip this?
That's actually a good. I don't know if I can. I'm going to try something. Not now.
Yeah, let's not do it while we're live.
I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to do some. I'm going to do some. I'm going to do some adjusting in the downtime and figure out if I can get the guy on the left. That'd be major.
Coy says so. He stays another year and just wants to throw Stokes in a wood chipper. Yeah. I mean, that's probably what's going to happen, Coy. I'm going to be honest. Like, he stays another year. He realizes how terrible this 6-7 generation is and said, you know what, I'm done. But, like, I feel like sometimes you got to work. It's like a toxic relationship. You know what I mean? Like, he's in a toxic relationship with college basketball. He doesn't know how to quit.
Oh, this is a UNC Rivy or Rivy. Could this finally be the year the Zags get one? I don't know if they're going to get one, but this Gonzaga team is absolutely disgusting. I mean, their like largest win over. I mean, that game. I know Southern Utah is obviously bad, but like they beat them like a drum.
It's not the year they get one, but I think this is like the first year where you look at Gonzaga and say, hey, they overperformed. I think oftentimes we look at the results Gonzaga has and it's like, how did they not, like, how did Chet's team lose? How did Jalen Suggs' team lose? Or like, how did they not go farther? I think this is the first time where they like, okay, how did they get this far? And I think that's a good thing. That's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, Ike is an absolute freak. I'm not like he is so. I feel like I know you said this on one of you did a Gonzaga preview with Connor, and I remember you saying like people forget Graham Ike is one of the best players in the country too, and they do. Like he wasn't talked about at all. No one was like, "Well, Gonzaga's getting Graham Ike back," and he's having an All-American type season.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
Like,
he's really really good. And, I said it on the preview too. Like um, it's not like it's not like his fault they aren't talking about him. It's not anybody's fault like we aren't talking about him either. That just shows how talented the sport is at the moment. That it's like, oh yeah, and like Gonzaga has one also. I mean, look at Virginia Tech. None of us knew who Neo was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and it's like now it's like that might be the best player in college basketball. Like, are we sure Luka Doncic just isn't playing for Virginia Tech?
yeah, it's the talent's great because it just makes the parity in the sport so much better. Second game of the Champions Classic.
And real quick, Pickle Rick asked, "Would you have found better ways to spend 22 million than Kentucky did on their roster?" That's a really good like full episode topic of like if you did or like Twitter thing where if you did the 7 million, 5 million, and you
Yes.
build a roster out the $22 million. The answer, by the way, Pickle Rick, yes, I would have because I'm different. I'm different. First off, we started our 22 million roster by giving 15 to DeBonta, and then we only have 7 left.
Yeah. See, if you guys were here yesterday, Dion said he is a top heavy guy. Pause.
Yeah, that was crazy.
and so in other words, that starting 5 would be insane with no depth, and it might work.
It'll probably be all freshmen too. Like I'm probably rolling out Darren Peterson, DeBonta, Cam, Caleb Wilson, and then like the remaining 8 players are like me, JK, Riley, Cart, G.
Just on the bench chilling.
It's just going to be the whole sleeper squad.
John Slate, whose roster is the most overrated in our opinion at this point of the season?
Florida.
Yes. First off, even in the games they've won, the guard play has not been good. Like they won the Miami game because their front court was insane.
Yeah.
It's go ahead and hit it for him one time. Where are we not anymore, Dion? We're not in the Ivy League.
We ain't in the Ivy League no more. The thing about Florida is, like, I think that front court is so good that if you get anything out of the backcourt, I think they might be the best team in college basketball. But at the moment, your guards are shooting respectfully 12 and 17% from 3.
Yeah, and I don't really know what to do with it because, like, you can't – Todd Golden is such a good coach. Like, you can't just write him off. So they're probably going to get there at some point, but I'm just saying as of right now, like a repeat is not in play until they figure some stuff out.
Do you think that depth is overrated in college basketball beyond 7 or 8 guys? I don't in the regular season. I think depth in all of basketball beyond like 8 to 9 guys in March or the playoffs, if you're talking the NBA, is extremely overrated. Like if you have 8 dudes, I think anybody could be that 9th man at that point, and that dude's just playing in terms of like foul trouble.
Yeah. Oh, Coy, this would be a fun matchup. Could Merck, T, and Z hypothetically match up with Florida's front court?
Nah.
It'd be fun though.
Merck could. I think the Ivisiches are a little too soft. Foul trouble would be a big issue for them in that game.
that would honestly be a great matchup to watch though. Just because like I mean T would have to take Chinyalu, I suppose, because he's the biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess from there you gotta put Z on Hauk because he's like the biggest floor and then I guess you put Merck on Condon. God, that'd be interesting.
Which team has the best wins so far?
Ooh.
Funny enough, I was gonna first say Bama, but I feel like T. Steffi's asking that because Purdue over Bama should count, and I don't think I disagree with that.
It's either Purdue over Bama or Illinois over Tech without Big T.
Illinois over Tech.
That's huge.
Yeah, Illinois over Tech. I actually don't think that one's that close.
Like, especially without one of your best players. Like, that was insane. P. Elliott has actually been pretty solid at Michigan. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but he's averaging what, like 8, 7, and 6 or something. He shoots like 33% from three.
Yeah, he's been fine. Michigan as a whole, like, it's a weird fit. Dusty will figure it out, though. Dusty will figure it out.
Rick, is Carter too busy tweeting instead of recording shorts right now? Listen, it's Carter. He's probably tweeting while recording shorts.
The win percentage for the ACC and the SEC Challenge really 40%. My gut wants to take the over, but I have no idea what the matchups are. If I'm being completely honest,
Yeah, I'd have to pull up the full schedule. I actually will pull up the full schedule. So
I just did actually.
Gosh, you're too quick with it.
I ain't gonna lie, they might not get to 40%.
Yeah, I think the matchups are hard.
Yeah, they might only have like a win or two in this.
Yeah, the matchups are insane because, like, obviously the good teams match up, and you got like UNC.
That's a loss.
Could beat Kentucky, but at Rupp, no, that's not happening. Like, if it was in the Dean Dome, it'd be different. But like, it's tough. It's really tough.
I think Virginia Tech beats South Carolina.
Yeah.
Duke wins. Louisville wins, and that might be it. Oh, NC State beats Auburn. But I think those are the only 4. Matt Banerna, get some breakfast on me, fellas. Keep up the great work. I appreciate that, brother.
My guy. Listen, Matt, you've been killing it on the previews and recaps, man. I appreciate that more than you know. 15 big ones. Also, just so you know, the mid-major game of the week preview is going up at 11 a.m. So it's there. Be tapped in. So I do want to get at least a little bit of Michigan State and Kentucky talk right quick. A Paw Patrol chair or a beanbag? I'm not really sure what that means, but
what do you mean
wild.
You don't know what that means?
Like, I'm not sure. Like,
he's saying your chair is small, brother.
Yeah, but like, how would you know that?
Because we can't see the chair.
Just because I'm too broad.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Michigan State and Kentucky. Thoughts?
Kentucky can shoot. Michigan State cannot shoot. And I think, I don't know. I feel like Michigan State's a lot better than they're going to wind up looking in this game. If you're trading 3s for 2s, JK got an iPad.
Wild.
I feel like if you're trading 3s for 2s the way Michigan State's going to have to in this game, it's going to be hard to keep up. I'm not sure either team's going to get like a ton of stops, but the problem is like Kentucky's shots are going to be like 10 threes in a row type of thing. So I think they're going to need a big Malachi performance to hang with the bigs of Michigan State, though.
Yeah, see, I think Kentucky is better, but my concern is we've got this like breadcrumb trail of Pope quotes about emotional toughness and stuff, and like Michigan State's going to be physical and they're going to be tough. I'm wondering if like the physicality messes with Kentucky, or do you think they match it?
Here's the thing about Pope. You never actually know when he's telling the truth. And you never actually, like, you don't know if he's messing with you, if he's messing with the players, if he's just like messing with his own brain and just crossing his own wires. You never actually know where Mark Pope's going with stuff. I don't know. I'm trying not to overreact too much to that Arkansas game by Michigan State because I thought they should have lost it, to be honest with you. So I don't think it's going to affect Kentucky that much. It's hard. If you shoot like 10% from 3, it's hard to win a game.
Yeah.
It just is.
I think even if the physicality messes with them a little bit, like Kentucky's going to score eventually. Like they're going to make shots. And I just don't think Michigan State, I don't know, man. I mean, UK is currently -4.5. Would you take that, or would you just take the money line, or would you tease it?
I already bet them. I got a worse number than that, and I still feel confident in the number I got. Hold on, let
You
me see.
probably got what, like 6.5? I think it was at like 6 or 5.5 at some point.
Let me see. It's either. I think I got 5.5. Oh, I just got -5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I think you could even like tease this up to like -7 and probably still feel decent.
Yeah. Ulamog. My bad, Ulamog. Nothing personal. I don't know. I think like I would feel different if it was at the Breslin. I think this lines up really well for Kentucky, it being on a neutral. Cam Ward's sick, but like I don't know, I'm pretty unmoved by it. Like if you spend $22 million and Cam Ward snatches your chain, we got to have a real dialogue after this game. Real dialogue.
Yeah. Grayson, good question. What do we think the lines will be at Arizona, at UConn, and Illinois and Bama at the United Center in Chicago?
United Center is where the Bulls play.
Yes.
Are both
So
those
that's
games? Are both those games at the United Center?
I think Arizona plays a true road game at UConn. Yeah, I think that one's a true road game. Let me
How is
make
Hurley
sure.
getting away with this? He gets Arizona at the crib. He basically got BYU at the crib too. Like
it's Gamble. It's at Gamble. I don't know how he does it either.
How does he pull this off? Like no one wants to play true road games, and then all of a sudden, like everyone's like, "We'll just go to UConn." Okay, I think UConn will probably be like 4-point favorites against Arizona. Maybe 5. Illinois, Bama. Illinois has to be favored in this game. If they aren't, I'm going to hammer Illinois. By the way, but I would.
Yeah, especially because this is the same situation you just talked about with UConn. Like this is essentially a home game for Illinois.
Yeah. I don't know how they're getting away with it either, but respect. I like Illinois a lot more. That's why I didn't bring it up. Illinois has got to be like, I don't know, probably the same. What's going to be interesting, that Illinois Bama total, for me not to take the over is going to have to touch like 190. I think this game is going to be played in the hundreds on both sides of the fence.
Yeah. I mean, even the Bama Purdue game was fairly high scoring, and Purdue plays a drastically different style of basketball than Illinois. What are our top 5 matchups of the regular season? I'm not going to lie.
Couldn't tell you. UConn, Arizona, Illinois, Bama, Kentucky, Michigan State, Duke, Kansas. I don't like all I got for you is today and tomorrow, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. Players area looks fun.
Yeah, I mean, UNC, Kentucky. What else even?
UNC, Kentucky. Is that in the ACC SEC challenge?
Yeah. There's just
belt to ass.
I don't know. There's just so many good games.
Belt to ass.
I'm also like there's a lot of good like Big Ten games that'll be fun. Like the Illinois Purdue game's gonna be fun.
Purdue will be a lot of fun. Michigan, Purdue. Oh no, Pickle Rick, your question was interesting. I don't. It's on me. Like it's a hand up situation. I just don't know.
Yeah, this is more of like I do not have the schedule memorized at all.
It's on me, not you, brother. It's on me. I can come back with top 5 though. I think
asked what do we think the best play of the season has been so far?
Elijah Freeman done.
That Elijah Freeman poster. Oh my god. That was insane.
The Braden pump fake on Akron was pretty sick too. I don't know why I'm like enamored with that pump fake because it was just a pump fake, but like he pump fake stared at him, and it's like, yo, that dude plays for Akron. He still eats at like the dorms, and Braden just like punked him completely.
Oh, we're getting some Draymond chatter.
Okay, Dre, Devontae, and Caleb Wilson. Listen, John, I love Draymond. I love Draymond to death. Thing you gotta know about Draymond, no one's taking Draymond's spot. So like he don't want Cam Boozer because Cam Boozer is that's competition if the Warriors are picking in the top 2.
Well, I don't think they're gonna be in that position, but who knows?
Well, he has foresight. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
You never know.
That's true.
Thoughts on
Maybe
a
it's like
potential
a
Sac State upset of UCLA?
oh
Texted in the group chat we had. It's only one 5-star in this game, man, and he's with me, so I feel pretty good.
that's I God man the level of I'm definitely gonna like be up for that whole game, regardless of if it's at like 11 p.m. Eastern or wherever it is.
Should be 10:30 Eastern.
I'm just I don't know what to make of UCLA. They were horrible in the 3 bye games. Then they compete with Arizona. Like I don't know.
UCLA is probably gonna blow us out. To be honest with you, like what they showed, I want to say in like the first like 12 minutes of that Arizona game is one of the best teams in the country.
Yeah. The Carter Elliott Dan Dockich discussion in the chat is insane. The amount of Carter clips there are of him hating on Dan Dockich is top notch content.
Zdeno Chara is insane, by the way. If that is spelled correctly, Cart Googled it. If it's spelled correctly. I think it's most likely it's not spelled correctly.
Pretty sure it's not, considering, but of course, like he would name a Boston athlete. Like, I mean, it just had to be a Boston athlete. Why would it not be?
Zdeno Chara was sick though.
He used to fight everybody. Don't know ball allegations are egregious. Yeah. Who said?
Let's saying Cart doesn't know ball is crazy.
Oh,
well,
crazy.
Cart knows hoops for sure.
Cart was a hooper himself. Where did Jimmy Jam say he went to college?
What the name of it was, but that was
dude, that was honestly the greatest thing.
By the way, like if that was such a crazy statement, because if Cart got Jimmy Jam switched to the ISO, food.
Oh, dude, if Cart had Jimmy Jam on him, Jimmy Jam's like on the ground.
Food. That was such a crazy statement.
Yeah, I don't know what Jimmy Jam was thinking, but before we get out of here, let's just go ahead and give some. We talked Champions Classic games. We're going to do our 2-score predictions before we get out of here. What are your predictions for both games?
I think it's like, see, the problem is I don't want to say Kentucky blows out Michigan State, but I also don't see how Kentucky doesn't get to 80 or 90, and I don't know how Michigan State gets that many points. So I have no idea what that game's going to look like, to be honest with you. I'm going to say 85-76 Kentucky, and then I don't know, man, like 94-73 Duke. I think that's that second one. You can go ahead and flip it off at halftime and start warming up Mikey versus Donovan Dent.
Yeah, I'm going to say Kentucky 80, Michigan State 73. Gosh, with no Darren, I'm not sure how Kansas even scores like more than 60. So I'm going to say like 86-60 or something bad. It's not going to be good.
This super chat is a thanks to Sleepers for hitting up my favorite platform with great CVV content. I don't do the other socials as much. Dion, JK, Carter, Greg, and all Sleepers personality. Thanks. Appreciate that, brother.
Man, y'all really are the absolute greatest with these paid chats, man. Scare Time Studios. If we did fan power rankings, him and it's hard not to put him and Pickle Rick at the top right now.
Pickle Rick, my guy. That's my guy.
I mean, they're dialed.
That's my guy.
Yeah, man, of course, we got you. Hey, Scare Time. Just tell a friend, man. Sleeper's releasing so much content every day.
Okay, JJ says Michigan State 73, Kentucky 68. I don't disagree Michigan State can win this game. If Kentucky only scores 68 points on Thursday's episode, I'll do something crazy. I don't know. I don't know what we could do. But there's just no way they only score 68 points. I don't see how that's possible.
That would be insane. I think that would just require
anything you want. Me and Matt, we're not gonna anything you want. You don't even have to put pay chat. You could just chat. There's no minimum. At least none. I think I'm not a part of the settings. That's honestly probably a JK question.
Honestly, I don't know if that's I don't even know if there is a regulation for that or whatever. I think you can send anything, and we're grateful for everything.
Regulation. That's the most North Carolina way to say the minimum of $1.
No, nothing is insulting at all. Anything, listen, man, you could literally donate 1 cent and it'd still be fire because you're literally paid chatting and donating. Like, that's fire. It doesn't matter how much it is. It's the thought.
T. Steffi asked, should the Champions Classic expand to include other teams? I know we're running long. Yes, they should. So the Champions Classic, by the way, should just be champions, I'm thinking. So you you either do like the regular season champions or the tournament champions from each conference, and you make it like an 18 tournament.
Yeah, I can't lie. Like, modern era having the Champions Classic and not having UConn in it is wild. They've won
You
two.
think? I mean, Hurley probably would only play the game if it was in like the Northeast. I guess it is though. It's at MSG.
It is. It's at MSG, and you know what UConn's famous for at MSG. So I mean, they could get Dan Hurley in there in a minute.
Yeah, hand up. I guess they should.
And then he'll have another stipulation where he's like, all right, guys, Champions Classic. I really think we should get some like D2 champions in this too that we could play against.
Honestly, I'm pro all that. Like, I'm a soccer fan. I'm pro, like, when the teams that have no business being on the field or court with the other team get to do it. Like, I'm pro that. I think the NBA should, like, in that. What is the midseason thing called?
The Emirates NBA Cup.
Yeah, that they should let like that New Zealand team, the Breakers, play in it.
Yeah, they should let like Panathinaikos, all those teams.
Or like maybe instead of having the G Leaguers go back to college, they just play in that tournament to get exposure for the NBA. Crazy idea. Crazy idea. Why is it so
that's
much
why
better
Champions
than
League speak.
Shire's a lot better than Hubert Davis, DG.
Yeah. I will say the gap is much closer this year than it was last year, though.
I don't think it is.
It is. Do you know how bad UNC was last year? That's not even a Duke's not good. That's like a UNC was horrible last year.
Do you think you guys take one?
Do I? I mean, okay, this is the difference. Last year, 0% chance. We could have played Duke 10 times. We weren't going to beat them once. This year, it's like we could. I mean, it's not out of the question. I mean, obviously, the Seth injury is like a huge factor in that, though. Got to have Seth.
I think it's a little out the question. I don't even think that's necessarily a knock on UNC. I just think first Bogavox isn't that good. Riley lied to me about him. I like to remind him of that, but I just think Duke's that good. That's all it is. Cam Boozer's like he's not a robot because he's so good, but like he's like a guaranteed 25 and 10. It feels like you just look up. It's very Carlos like.
Yeah. It's I just feel like the downfall is going to be like not downfall like regular season, but just in terms of winning a title, like they don't have, and obviously they didn't win a title last year, but they don't have like the Proctor or the Sion this year. Like they're young. Yeah. Which I don't like. That doesn't matter in the regular season, but I just feel like if they match up with, say, a team with Purdue's experience, it's going to be trouble.
I mean, not trying to take away from your statement, but I think anybody matches up with Purdue is going to be a little. It's going to be a little trouble. If Flag was in the class, would he still be the best freshman? Yeah, he would. Yeah, like we got to stop with the Coop stuff, man. Like
he was insane.
He was insane. We're comparing his performances against like Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren, to AJ DeBonta going against Alex Caravan. And I mean this with all due respect to Alex Caravan. Like these aren't the same worlds that AJ and Coop are playing in at the moment. If you allowed Coop to work out with an NBA roster for a full offseason, play in the NBA Summer League, and then be like, by the way, you're still at Duke. If you think what Cam's doing is impressive, Coop might average 40 this year.
It'd be nasty. But, all right, we're at the 45-minute mark, so that means it's officially time. We are officially reaching the hashtag JK has work to do range of the show.
Honestly, I got work to do too, so.
But every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m., the morning after. We'll be here. Tomorrow, I believe, is the Riley debut on the morning after with Dion, to my knowledge, at least.
To my knowledge,
Great
too, we'll
time.
find out.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
We will. It's a great time, man. Love chopping it up. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Thanks again for all the donos and everything, man. Y'all are awesome. We love doing it. Do it because of you guys. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Be there. We're out.